everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome to another episode of Coolcraft Season 6. Now, this is episode 2, where in the last episode we built, well, this building and also the farm of bamboo that's next to it. It was episode 1 after all, so having not much be done, that is, to be expected, but a fair amount may have changed since the last episode. First of all, I built this temporary farm out back here because I need food. I also leveled the bamboo farm because it was kind of annoying to harvest stuff when it's not flat. Additionally, JRD Cool has built up his house a little more and also put some stuff where like the third floor of this building is supposed to be, just because I kind of want it to be up there. But anyhow, today, in this episode, I have made a list of things that I'm going to do. And the first thing we're going to do is make a communal to-do list. So, yeah, get on to that. Alright, I have created the to-do list board here right next to the nether portal in this, kind of currently unused area, but still within the same block as my house over there. And yeah, I used bamboo planks as the actual, board itself, because I happen to have a lot of those. Would you believe it? Anyhow, now to actually put the tasks in. Alright, I've added in what I currently have for this list. It may grow or shrink in the future, but the very first thing is that to build the stone factory guts, which is the giant building that's going to fill up the rest of this block here. And, well, it's going to make stone and cobblestone and all that sort of stuff automatically for us. The next thing we're going to need to do is flatten the entire, well, most of the downtown area. Because if you didn't know, there's a giant hill over there. We're flattening that out entirely for the streets to go through. Then, of course, we got to build the actual walls around the stone factory. It's made of stone, so clearly we're going to need the factory to exist first. We're also going to then need to build streets in the downtown area here, because we have that planned out as well. And then, finally, we're building the proper enclosure for the village here, which JRD Cool built a section of it as the wall to his house there. But yeah, there's a proper enclosure that we've designed for this village. Well, half of it anyway. Some of these buildings are just gonna get chopped off. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, that's the communal to-do list. Now to do the next thing on our to-do list. Oh, look, JRD Cool is actually covering over this hole in the ground here. Very, very nice and appreciated, that is. Next up on the list of things I'm doing today in this episode is the floor of the house here, because it's currently just grass, which is not a great floor. Alright, there's the very bamboo floor, which at times seems like it might be hurting my eyes to look at this. But yeah, if Mojang didn't want this thing to be this, didn't want this block to be used as just a solid floor like this that causes eye strain, well, they shouldn't have designed the block like this. So clearly this is intentional, and yeah, that is task number 2 on the to-do list done. Step 3 is make a shitty slime farm, and by that I mean, yeah, actually go make a shitty slime farm. Go to the swamp biome, which we briefly visited last episode, and make a shitty swamp farm. But in order to do that, we're gonna get there via the nether, because boating there takes way too long. So that's gonna start requiring us to build another tunnel, and also maybe me get a diamond pickaxe so I can actually bring obsidian with me to the nether. So yeah, let's get doing that. Starting off the journey to actually get there, I have built actually a room around the nether portal here, so it's not deadly just to step into the nether here. Also, a horse apparently came through the portal. Sucks to be the horse, I guess. Yeah, but now I gotta head off in, I believe, that direction to get to where I need to go. Also, I guess I need to get obsidian, but yeah, small details, small details. Well, there's my first death on the server with, 1,485 minutes online and being pummeled by skeletons. I literally do not have anything to defend myself with. I reached the nether location at which the portal will be built. Yeah, and it happened to be like almost exactly diagonal from the main portal, just a few blocks out there. I gotta go get a diamond pickaxe so I can make obsidian for this portal. Alright, I have acquired the obsidian here. Hopefully I don't misplace it, because then I'll have to go back, get the diamond pickaxe again, and remove it. But there we go. It is nighttime, so this is going to be quite scary. Although mobs shouldn't spawn directly outside the portal. But where am I going to land? On top of a tree again. Okay, I'm already seeing slimes, and I'm on the very edge of the swamp. Okay. Well, okay, the server's fans are kicking up because of this fresh train generation. I don't have good enough tools to just go start brawling the slimes, but yes. Perfect place that for where we're gonna, I mean, I don't know if it's exactly perfect. I'm gonna need to do some more looking around today, but yes, a place where we can definitely build a slime farm. Alright, I have gathered some resources that I can use in the building of the slime farm, but first I am going to do a 1-hour mining session, because realistically I need resources, like blocks to actually build the farm out of, so let's get into that. Apparently ReplayMod decided to delete the time-lapse that I recorded, so anyway, here are the results after that session. We got 34 diamonds, that's a very nice number to be looking at, a bunch of redstone, only 9 raw iron for like, was about half a stack of iron that I think it was like 30 iron that I used to pickaxes, so did not make a return there at all, and some other miscellaneous stuff. All very, very nice. Anyhow, let's get on to building that slime farm. Here's where we're building the slime farm here, and as you can see, I've started to dig out the area in which the farm itself is going to go. It's going to be right on top of the water, one layer, similar to the farm we built last season, except much smaller since it is very beginning of the season, and besides, I don't think I need, like, the super stupid crazy rates that I got last season. So hopefully one layer will be enough, but yeah, let's do some building. The slime farm itself has been completed here. Actually, it is basically very similar to what we did last season, except also very different at the same time. So for one, I decided to go with dirt instead of tinted glass for the windows, because I haven't even found an amethyst geode yet, let alone want to get that much glass. But besides that, the other major difference is it's only one floor, but that's probably going to be enough for what I need anyway. And look, we've already got some slime. What we need to do next here is actually put in a spawning platform, then we can light up the surrounding area to actually allow spawns to happen inside the farm, because I don't know if you noticed, but there's not really anything spawning in here currently. The surrounding area within the despawn sphere has been lit up, and I've also built a place to AFK. Now we just gotta actually put in a storage system. A primitive storage system has been installed here. It isn't much, but I kind of want to go to bed right now and AFK the night, so this will have to do. It may be full in the morning, maybe it isn't. Hopefully it is though, that way this farm works and is more than enough to just do one single layer instead of like 7. 12 hours of AFK later, and we got in the bottom this much. And in the top, we got this much, which is, in total, just about a whole double chest. Actually, a bit over. Now, I did notice, from briefly studying this farm before I left for the night, that I do need to move my spawning platform down a couple blocks, because mobs will generally despawn before they hit the actual killing chamber. So, have to go do that. But besides that, this farm has worked quite well for how much effort I actually ended up putting into it. Alright, that is task number 3 crossed off my list here. Now, before we go on to the next thing I wanted to do, I actually wanted to do something with my bamboo farm here, which is part of the reason why I wanted to get slime. Because it takes a lot of sword durability to harvest bamboo. Otherwise, you're breaking it at like this incredibly slow pace. So I'm going to build a quick flying machine here to just wipe out the bamboo for me. Alright, so I've quickly built up a little bit of a flying machine here at the bamboo farm. I've also placed a stopper in on this end, and of course, one here on the other end as well. I don't know how I'm going to make this thing automatically return. That's something I haven't thought of, because I don't want it to actually like go and mess up my house or anything like that. But yeah, this should then just go fly through and harvest my entire bamboo farm. Like this. Oh yeah. That's a lot of entities. I was also getting... Okay, well, I never promised that there would be walls on this thing. Just that it would go through and harvest the entire bamboo farm for me. Oh, it's even gonna fall down there. Oh, this is gonna be a difficult thing to actually collect from. Alright, it did successfully work. Going back and forth, it's even now trapped a creeper and a horse inside the farm, so that's great. But yeah, now what I kind of need to do is figure out how am I going to do like an automatic returning situation. The next item on the list is a villager breeder / iron farm. So, I have hopefully collected resources I will need to do that, although I did not grab a crafting table. I will do that. I will make one when I'm there. How about that? Yeah. But to do this, I'm not going to be doing this around this village here. I'm actually going to go do this at the village over in my area, which also means I probably should go fence that village in as well to prevent those villagers from escaping. Maybe I'll do that, but first and foremost, it's time to build a villager breeder. I finished construction of the villager breeder slash primitive iron farm combo here. As you can see, this is the iron farm portion. Water flowing to the center, lava, and of course, a chest to collect. Now, in terms of the other part of the village breeder, well, that is of course underneath. And now this is quite high in the sky to make sure the golems only spawn up here in the air and we're away from any golems that may be on the ground. This corner's a bit dark. But yeah, pretty simple stuff in here. Just got a farm with potatoes on it and a bunch of beds. Obviously, I will need to like put in a system to extract villagers eventually, and we currently have this for inserting villagers. But yeah, now I need to actually make this a bubble column and, you know, actually insert the villagers. I've discovered a genius way of getting the villagers to willingly go into the farm slash breeder here. You see, I put a workstation back there and removed like all the other workstations in the village. So now when a villager tries to come to this workstation, they'll go into the bubble column and get put into the farm. It is genius, although it's out of working hours right now, so they're not doing it. But other than that, genius, and won't be long before this farm is a-pumpin'. Okay, I said that, and then this guy somehow went right here and got the workstation. So, gosh dang it. Now I have to change how this works. Alright, so this device has been functioning for a while now. As you can see, we've gotten actually a bit of iron out of it, which is good because those mining sessions really do burn through iron at the moment, and also we need iron for other things. But anyhow, now I need to start working on actually being able to get villagers out of this because, well, I mean, it's nice that they're here, but we also need to be able to use them most likely down there. I'm not exactly sure how the city layout is going to go around here, because it's likely that I'm going to end up building my storage system somewhere near here, so this is all effectively temporary, apart from maybe the village breeder. But so yeah, now I gotta build a very fancy system to, you know, retrieve villagers from this place. Okay, this thing is starting to look like a bit of an eyesore, and to think this is supposed to be only temporary. But yeah, I put in a lot more effort in designing than I care to admit into this next section here, which is the villager extraction system. It should be fully reliable and generally only produce one, maybe in the very rare occasion 2 villagers, but it will always deliver a villager out when they trigger it, and there are 4 for some reason standing right here right now. I don't know why they're... oh, I know why they're not leaving. Because that block's blocking them, right? There we go. Yeah, villagers' hitboxes are weird. Here, I'll put a slab there. But yeah, we got that. So next what we need to do is we need to actually put these villagers to good use. So I guess it's time for me to start building some sort of crappy trading hall. Alright, progress here. I've gotten 4 villagers, basically the ones that were just trapped here, over into a makeshift trading hall here, which is, again, temporary, but they're safe from any attacks. So I have 2 Fletchers here, because they take sticks, and that bamboo farm will give us a ton of sticks to be able to be used extensively in the emerald trade, and also I guess the XP trade. And then of course clerics here, 2 of them, which I'm just going to butter up this one for now, which as you may expect are going to be used for us to get ender pearls for what we're working on next, which is prepare for the dragon fight. With those villagers, I was eventually able to get the ender pearls that we will need for the Eye of Ender. Obviously, next we're going to need to actually go to the nether to get the blaze rods, but I quickly just want to touch on those villagers again for a second. So the villager that sells ender pearls is the cleric, and the cleric has the ender pearl trade here in this, in one of these 2 slots here. Now, there are 3 possible trades that could occupy one of these slots here. The ender pearl being one of them, this is the other one, and then I think it's glass bottles for emeralds is the other trade that could occupy one of these slots. So there's a 66% chance that you will get the ender pearl as one of these 2 slots. Now, it took me... I had 3 clerics in a row which did not have the Ender Pearl trade. And to be clear, that is a 3.7% chance that I did not get the Ender Pearl trade from 3 separate clerics. And also, I didn't have that many emeralds, so that was very annoying. I will now venture into this nether fortress here to attempt to get blaze rods. Actually just thinking, what is the best way to do that? I could go over to that and just walk in, or I could climb all the way up there. I think I'm gonna go for the climbing method for no good reason. This is really a bad idea, but why not? Why not? And I flee. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, as you may or may not have seen in those couple clips there, I have acquired the blaze rods after some very, very heroic actions there. Definitely no cowardice was involved at all, but yes, I acquired the blaze rods necessary, and now we can make the Eyes of Ender that we need for, well, the dragon fight here, but that is not going to be in this episode. That will be in the next episode. Alright, so I'm going to go use the villagers that I have to get myself some better weapons, armor, all that sort of stuff. Besides that, I'm going to have to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my game. Hopefully there's an update out by now. Please let there be an update out by now, which is linked in the description. And I will see you all in the next episode of KoolCraft Season 4. Bye!